Hey guys, Coach Dan from BaseballStrength.com back with you, and today we're going to talk about one of my pet peeves, and I see it a lot on discussion forums on the internet with people asking questions, what's the most important muscle group in hitting? And everybody replies back with the answer that it's the forearms. And I'm not going to disagree that forearms aren't important in hitting, but they're far from the most important muscle group in hitting. If you think about the hitting mechanics, when you begin your swing, you load up with your hips. You drive through your hips, and whether you're rotational, linear, I'm not going to get into that right now, but either way, your lower body begins the motion, driving through with your upper body, and the end of the motion is where your forearms come into play. So your forearms are the last bit of the hitting motion. So in my way of thinking, the forearms are kind of the least important because they're the last thing to come into play. You can generate a ton of power with your lower body, and your forearms can follow through and do the work. However, you can't generate a ton of power with your forearms if you don't have that power beginning with your lower body. So I'm going to kind of get off my soapbox here, but just bear in mind that forearms, as much as they're an important part of hitting, they are far from the most important muscle group in hitting. Forearms only come into play when you're making contact with the ball. Now that is an important part of hitting. So we don't want to completely neglect our forearms, but we don't want to dedicate our entire workout in the weight room to training our forearms. Instead, I look at forearms almost as a chicken and the egg issue with do power hitters, are they good power hitters because they have big forearms, or do they have big forearms because they're good power hitters? I think it's the latter, where power hitters just generate bigger forearms. And that's because they're generating so much force with their body that their forearms have to be strong in order to control the bat. Okay? So we train our guys to do forearm work out at the batting cage. Okay? We don't train forearms in the weight room. We might do one or two sets of forearms, but the majority of our forearm work is done with a bat in our hand out by the batting cage, not in here in the weight room. First drill that we have our guys do when they're getting ready, when they're in the hole waiting for their turn in batting practice. Hold the bat straight up, and all we're going to do is drop the bat side to side. We call them windshield wipers. We're going to go through, we're going to get some good rotation through the forearm and wrists. We're going to switch hands, make sure we get both sides done. Okay, and then we go into what we call casting. It's as if you're casting out a fishing pole, getting some what's known as radial ulnar deviation. Again, developing the forearm, getting your wrist really flexible and mobile. And then we're going to bring the bat to the back here, and we're going to drop it down and pop it back up. Right there, we've worked our forearm in 4 different motions. 4 different motions in a matter of 30 seconds. But it gets a lot of blood flow into your muscle. It gets repetitions on your muscle as if you're lifting weights, only we're lifting 31, 32 ounces. Okay, it really depends on the weight of your bat. Then we're going to pick up a little bit of speed with our forearms. We're going to hold the bat right out in front, and all we're going to do is side to side. Then we're going to switch hands, whether you're lefty or righty. We want both hands to be top hand and bottom hand. Again, working on mobility through the wrists, building up endurance and strength. Okay? The final drill that we're going to do is just big circles, nice and fast, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Really loosening up the wrists and getting your forearms worked. Real quick drills that you can do while you're sitting behind the cage waiting to get in and take your cuts in batting practice. Do not do these on game day. Okay, these are practice day drills. We don't want to do them on game day. We don't want your forearms to get tired, and then you're up in a big situation, bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, and your forearms are too tired to pull through and hit the ball. So these are batting practice day drills. They're not game day drills. So there's a couple quick forearm drills that you can do with nothing but your bat. You do them out at the field, and your wrists are going to get great mobility, and your forearms are going to get real strong to help you be a better power hitter. It's Coach Dan from BaseballStrength.com and HittingForPower.com, signing off.